Hi, Collective. Welcome to your reading. Okay, this will be a reading to see if you and your person are officially done, if there's a chance things can come back together, where things just really stand, what happened, kind of just hitting every point. Okay, this is a Celtic cross. All right. Um, all signs, any placement, take whatever resonate, leave what doesn't. I do want to go ahead and get right into here. This is a 10 card spread. Okay, first card speaks on current situations, second card speaks on the challenge, third card speaks on what needs to be focused on, fourth card speaks on the past or what you're leaving behind. The fifth card speaks on strengths, the sixth card speaks on the near future, seventh card speaks on advice, the eighth card, the environment or surrounding energies, the ninth card speaks on hopes and fears, and the 10th card speaks on possible outcome, potential outcome. Okay, so let's dive right in here and see what's going on. We have determined, persistent, still holding on, flowers and gifts. Okay, we have the Fool card energy here. Okay, we have right people, wrong time. I was just a foolish kid who was handed a flawless pearl too early in life. Okay, so we have a little bit of immaturity or childish energy here. I don't know why when I look at the Fool card, I kind of did get um like immature or childlike energy. The Fool card can represent like innocence energy, like innocence of a child. So that could be what is giving. I do have also wait for me, don't leave, are we done? Okay, so someone is also wondering what is the status of the connection. This could be you, this could be both of you guys, just wondering what's to happen. Okay, someone wants to know what's going on. All right. For some of you, you could feel like you gave someone more than enough time for them to get their act together with this childish energy showing up here. You could feel like you gave somebody enough time to grow up, to give you some sort of commitment or to just show up in the connection the way that they're supposed to. Okay, you could, like I said before, you could feel like, okay, after all this time, or excuse me, the amount of energy that we've been putting into something, like why is it taking so long for us to come together? For some of you, you definitely are feeling like we connect really good, but now might not be the right time. Or somebody here feels like that. Okay, somebody feels like they need a little bit more time to grow up. Okay, for some of you, take that however it may resonate. They may not be for everybody. Okay, or this could be you guys just feeling like, okay, maybe we're just gonna stay broken up until you grow up, or until my person feels like they're ready. Okay, if you're still willing to wait for this person. All right, so that is what I'm getting for the current situation. We're moving on to pile two, which is the challenge of the relationship. Okay, we have the Five of Wands. We have this is upside down. We have the Five of Wands in reverse. We have evasive. I talk to the wind. I talk to the trees. I do not talk to you. We have always partying in reverse. The Judgment. It says approaching decisions with empathy as snap judgments lead to misunderstanding. We have too late to apologize. Yes, I forgive you. Okay, so for some of you, the challenge is you may have a hard time forgiving your person for what they've done. Okay, somebody could want to apologize and you just may not be ready to accept that right now due to them talking to the wind, talking to the trees, and not writing to you. Due to them talking to everybody or giving their attention to everybody except for you. And I feel like you're like, I'm not fighting for that, or I'm not dealing with that. I'm not fixing to compete with anything other than myself. Like I feel like you're just letting it be known that you're not dealing with anything. Okay. um we do have always partying in reverse. I feel like you and this person may not be connecting anymore. Obviously, with a breakup reading, you guys are just not connecting anymore. Like the happy times are just not there anymore. I feel like the challenge is somebody may do everything but what they're supposed to do. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Somebody does everything but what they're supposed to do. For some of you, you may feel like I'm not going to keep forgiving you every time you apologize, or somebody feels like every time they mess up or every time they do something wrong, you're supposed to keep forgiving them when they apologize, or you're just supposed to overlook everything. Okay, look at this cat right here with the eyes look like they're blinded out. Like, it's like your intuition. For some of you, the challenge is you didn't trust your intuition when you were supposed to. Okay, you know cats are really intuitive. You maybe felt like you didn't trust your intuition when you weren't supposed to. I mean, when you weren't supposed to. You didn't trust your intuition when you were supposed to, when it came to this person. The challenge is if somebody isn't focusing on the right things or willing to fight for something the same way that you are, collective, the relationship is never going to work. Okay, too late to apologize. Somebody could have like a lot of ego. Somebody could be very stubborn. Okay, Taurus energy, you be dealing with a Taurus. Don't have to be. Fire sign energy could be dealing with a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Scorpio, Pisces, Aquarius. Don't have to be one of those signs, just calling out the signs. Okay, could have those placements as well. All right, we're moving on to pile 3, which is the need to focus on. What do you need to focus on? What do you guys need to focus on? It says they aren't you comparison. So yeah, like I said before, somebody could have been focusing on everything outside of the connection with you, okay? Someone is needing to realize that you are not like the rest. They're needing to realize that it's certain things that you're going to deal with, certain things that you're not going to deal with. Okay? The Two of Swords here, um I feel like you guys are just really starting to see something clearly, like, or you started to see something clearly with someone. I don't know why I'm hearing direction. So you guys, the need to focus on could be like somebody needed to decide what direction that they're wanting to go in the connection, like, because somebody could be hot and cold here. Somebody could show up one minute wanting to work it out, saying all the right things, wanting to work it out, and then the next minute they don't want to do it anymore. Okay, I feel like the need to focus on is someone is needing to realize that the person that they're dealing with is someone different. They're a different type of person, and they're someone who can't be compared to someone else. Someone needs to come out of some sort of denial and gain some sort of clarity. Okay, and put the focus in on this, like I said before, deciding whether they're gonna take a chance on this or not, deciding whether you guys are really gonna make this work for finally, like for final, are we gonna really make this thing work or not? Are we gonna do it or not? This leap of faith is the same energy as the Fool card energy. That they both mean the same thing, leap of faith. Okay, yeah, I feel like the need to focus on could be someone needing to decide on if they are going to keep focusing on this. Okay, being in denial that something is going to work when it's not, or if they're not going to take a risk on this and they're not going to make this work, take a risk on something else that is going to work. Take a risk on something else that won't leave you in confusion. Take a risk on something else that will realize that you aren't like the rest. You get what I'm saying? That, like, take whichever part of that story resonates for you, but that's what I'm getting there. Okay, we're gonna move on to number 4, which is past and leaving. Okay, we have indecisive, waiting, and unsure. Yeah, somebody is unsure about what they want. Okay, somebody is thinking about this, stressed out. Okay, either you're stressed out at the fact that your person is leaving you unsure, leaving you confused, okay? Or this is someone here being confused on, like, really being stressed out and not knowing what they want to do, okay? We have clock, needing time, healing, needing time to heal, progressing cycles takes time, okay? Self-love, loving you back, taking back control, finally being happy, okay? So yeah, I feel like, okay, so somebody, collective, this could be you deciding on if you're gonna leave this behind. I feel like some of you could really be stressed out on if you're gonna finally leave something behind and just choose yourself, okay? And just allow yourself to heal, allow yourself to find your happiness again, okay? I mean, that's just straight to the point. Yeah, I feel like you're just gonna see and figure out what you really want to do. If you really want to keep waiting for this person, waiting for this connection to come back together, or if you're just gonna really choose yourself and just move forward. Okay. I mean, it's just straight to the point, y'all. It ain't no needing us sitting here keep pulling cards. Spirits is it's like they're making it very direct. I even got some extra cards right here and right here, like just for clarity. But it's everything is like very direct. Okay, number 5, the strengths. Okay, I know what I did. Stepping up their game. 7 of Wands here. Okay, and then we got ghosted, disappear, silence, ignored, rejected. Okay, so the strength of this is, I guess, collective, this could be you setting boundaries, okay? With this, especially with this self-love energy here, leaving in the past, I feel like this is you being defensive, not really letting somebody back in, especially if they've been coming back to you. I feel like you kind of may have just been silent or just not giving someone your energy the way that you used to, or like none at all. Y'all excuse the ghost. Yeah, strengths. I'm getting a lot with this, y'all. Strengths. Their strengths. Okay, so somebody knows. Okay, with you, your strength is you setting boundaries for yourself. Okay, their strength is them, I guess, taking accountability and trying to up their game, up their action towards the connection, okay? Because they definitely know why you're guarded. They know why you are blocking yourself off. They know why you're not talking to them. They know exactly what they did, okay? So it's like your strength is you setting boundaries, and this person's strength is them needing to hold themselves accountable and do better. Hold themselves accountable and do better. That's the way that this thing is gonna get back right, like on the right track. Okay, we have near future here. Okay, it says travel, area code, state, and country. So you and your person could live at a distance from each other. Okay, different area code, city, state, or country. All right. Um, we have the 9 of Swords here. We have breaking point, limit, final straw, overwhelmed. Okay, we have a goodbye here, and then we have wish. All right. So, ooh, the near future, collective, the near future, you may be moving away from somebody. Okay, I feel like some of you are just reaching a breaking point of, like I said before, waiting on somebody. You're reaching your breaking point of worrying on if this is gonna work. If you and this person with the travel energy, this could be like them coming close, coming to you. This could be you like really worrying and just reaching your breaking point on if you and someone is finally gonna come back together or not. Okay, and I feel like for some of you, you reached your breaking point to a point where you don't want to come back together with somebody. You're wishing them the best and you're just getting away from them. You're leaving the connection behind, okay? Some of you could be reaching your breaking point, like I said before, wondering or just reaching your breaking point, waiting for somebody to come back towards you, waiting for the connection between you and somebody to get better. Okay, number 7, we have advice here. We got options, player, non-committal. We have I ghosted you because it was getting too intense. I don't let people in my life easily because I have trust issues. Okay, not the player having trust issues. That's crazy. We have distance, separation, space, and blockage here, and then we have soulmate, twin flame, soul contract, soul connection, past lives. Okay, and then we have um obsession, denial, obsession, attraction. Did I tell you that Two of Swords was like a denial, somebody in denial type of energy, or some sort of denial energy? Okay, so the advice is, if this person is showing you that they are consistent on having options, doing what they want to do, being non-committal, okay, making up excuses as to why they aren't showing up in a connection with you. I feel like the collective, you're just needing to really just move forward towards something that is more stable, something that's more balanced, something that's more so on your frequency, with someone who you won't really have to fight for. Like, not fight for, but like you won't have to fight too much with someone. Like, if that's just what it is, that's the advice. I feel like the advice with that Two of Swords in reverse is you seeing something clearly, seeing something the way that you need to see it. Okay, we have hopes and fears. It says, I couldn't erase you from my memory, failed relationship, brutal ending, I wish you didn't break me. Okay, so, collective, this could be you, just feeling a way about the connection being over between someone. I feel like you could have been hoping that something worked out, but it just didn't. Okay, we have crush, new boo, and interested here. Okay, so yeah, I feel like for some of you, that's just what it is. You have magnetic attraction, alluring, lust, irresistible flirting. Okay, and then we have finances, money problems, work, material things, success. But with these surrounding energies, I don't get any um bad energy. I feel like your hopes and fears is that if you invest into something new, you hope it doesn't repeat to what you've dealt with in the past. Okay, you hope that you don't have to do something all over again. You're just hoping for something to be stable. You're hoping that if you invest in someone new, or whatever you decide to invest in that is new, you just hope that it stays balanced. Okay, because you don't want to go back to your past of what you've dealt with before. Okay, I feel like this person's hopes and fears is you moving on to someone else, something that's more stable, something that makes you more happy, and them not being able to get over you. Okay, we did have obsession in the advice pile. So this person's advice could be they need to get their shit together before they see you happy with something else or somewhere else, even if you choose to be by yourself. Okay, the advice is they need to get it to fucking together before they be obsessing over you for the rest of their life and have no access to you. So, where are we? Environment, surrounding energy. Okay. Um, yeah, I think I did that backwards. Yeah, okay. Fighting, drama, shit show. 3 of Wands here in reverse. We have karmic relationship, resentment, triggers, perception, intensity, letting go, turmoil, um, fleeting, and no strings here. Okay, so the surrounding energy is you may have been arguing with somebody, learning some sort of lesson um about yourself. Okay, I feel like you dealing with somebody showed you a lot about yourself, showed you what you were really willing to deal with. Like I said before, somebody could have been very flighty. Okay, they could have been very controlling. Maybe they wanted to determine the way that you did things and how you showed up in the connection while they did whatever they wanted to do. Okay, somebody could have wanted to do relationship things but didn't want to be committed, like in an actual connection. I feel like things didn't expand because of the way someone's views was, or the way that someone thinks relationships work. Okay, and I feel like that was the cause of a lot of arguments between you and them. So we have the potential outcome. Okay, collective. um we have back to the streets. Okay, so collective, I don't know if you throwing this person back to the streets or if this is you going back to the streets. Okay, it says, I keep looking at your pictures, not to mention the videos. That's funny. The videos we made, OMG, I will never delete them. Okay, I mean, that's pretty straight up. One day, someday, somewhere, another time. All right. And we have nutrition. Your body is your temple trying to change your eating habits. Okay, so straightforward, straight to the point. The potential outcome, collective, is you choosing something healthier. Okay, even if this is a new person or if this is just you choosing the self-love that showed up here in the reading. Okay, whether this is you choosing yourself, and like I said before, someone's just going to be realizing that they missed out on an opportunity with you. They didn't. 2020 on the clock, 2021, 2022, 2023 elevation. Somebody's going to be realizing that they missed out on getting into something very stable with you. They're going to be watching you elevate, like I said before, by yourself or with someone else, collective. And that is what I have for you guys. I hope that the messages resonated, and I will see you guys in the next reading, collective.